right, welcome to APD today. Today's question is, this is an interesting question, and one I don't think that the Bible really answers. We don't get a clear picture of the internal struggles of the demon possessed in the Bible. We see the external consequences of demon possession. There's quite a few. There's insanity, there's superhuman strength, suicidal tendencies, you get muteness, you get deafness, some secret knowledge, fits of rage. That's just to name a few that you find in Scripture. We also see from the examples in the Bible that some seem to be under the influence of demon possession constantly, as in the men who lived among the tombs, and also the mute man in the Gospels. Both were just constantly being controlled by these demons. But others, like the demon-possessed boy whose father begged Jesus for help. Remember that? The guy who said, "Help me, I believe, help my unbelief." That boy seems to have just sporadic times when he was being influenced by the demons. It wasn't all the time, but on special occasions. So some people make the separation of oppression from possession when describing the degree to which the demon has control. They would see what happened with King Saul as being oppressed by a demon. But back to what happens on the inside of a person that is a demon possessed, we can't really say from the Bible. We can't go to the Bible and say, well, here it is. There are accounts of modern day people who have been demon possessed, and they've written down what they experienced. So some of those people describe a feeling of like another force within them and the loss of being able to do one's own will. Many remember a lot of what was happening, though they report of not being able to control themselves. And some people also reported just having moments of blackout. They just don't know what happened. So whether these accounts are true or not, it's not scripture, so we can't go with it 100%. But whether they're true or not, we can judge that ourselves, I guess. According to scripture, we need to compare scripture with scripture. The internal struggles of the demon possessed, that is an interesting question, but as I said, Scripture doesn't answer that. So we can speculate, we can ask people who may or may not have been demon-possessed and kind of get that, but we always need to compare that with Scripture. And so we take those answers, compare to Scripture, and go with that. Let Scripture be our guide. So that's my answer to that question. Sorry I can't go into much more. The Bible just doesn't say. And but for those who are going through that, Christ is the answer. Christ was able to free them. Jesus is able to free the demon-possessed. And that's the answer. So if you have any other questions, let me know.